Test 1 2. Test 1 2. New computer. All right. Running a little bit behind. Work kept me late. Wanted to make sure the audio was working and that we've got that going. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. From Hyena Den Park Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a hot one tonight as the battle for the Lone Star State gets underway on Monday Night Football here on YouTube. Tonight, the Dallas Roughnecks battle the Houston Hyenas in the first of two meetings late in the SFL season, with Western Conference playoff positioning on the line. Cody Cantrell, Matthew Boozer, Mac Wavy Jr., Davis Reed, Prince Escobar and company. Coin toss right now. Give us heads. For one night and one night only, a throwback to the old SFL theme as we're still working on getting our files transferred over. Happy to have you here alongside us here in the Simulation Football League. I am your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine, and the Houston Hyenas, wearing blood red tonight, will do the honors. Houston, kick it! We're underway. Back to return is Dobbs on a very short kick, but really nice coverage by Houston out to the 28-yard line. Mac Wavy Jr. is the Dallas Roughneck quarterback, averaging 328 yards per game, completing 68% of his passes. Pass efficiency is 80.9, that's ninth in the SFL. But Dallas number 3 in pass offense per game at about 327. Wavy will hand it off to Davis to start the game, and Davis is stood up at the line. 95 and 58 combined for the stop. Cooper and company getting started early for Houston. Leading the defense for the Hyenas, John De La Rosa, Dominique Porter have a couple of forced fumbles on the season. Marcus Jones, 5th in the league in tackles per loss per game and also 6th in total sacks. Mac Wavy Jr. down the field. Pass is caught at the 48-yard line for a first down. That is Prince Escobar. First down Dallas. Rest of that Houston Hyena defense. Linebacker number 56, Matthew Boozer. John De La Rosa and Brandon Allen are your corners. At safety, it is Dominique Porter and Kanye Rockefeller at strong and free, respectively. Wavy Jr. back to pass. Look at the time for Mac Wavy Jr. That pass is caught for a pickup of 7 yards to Jonathan Concord to the far side. Dallas is 5-3, sits alone atop the Western Conference, although the Western Conference has just 2 games separating first and last place. Houston is 4-3, just a half game behind Dallas. Houston will go to Dallas in a couple of weeks. Still plenty to decide in the SFL standings. Mike Davis has not a first down. Looks like a first down to me. Davis to the Houston 42-yard line, picks up officially 3. We'll see if Dallas spends an early challenge. No challenge spent. Third down and short. That could be a big call here on this opening drive for the Roughnecks, who wear all gray with the black numbers. Houston in red with white helmets. Mike Davis got the first down. Really good job by Davis, despite the push by the defensive front of Houston, getting across the first down line to gain. And Dallas's opening possession continues. 8:50 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers, 2 off the left side. 3-2 defense out of Houston, and back to pass is Wavy Jr. Wavy Jr. again, all day to throw, and it is incomplete, although should have been picked off. Escobar was the intended receiver, and Houston had about 5 different guys out there in coverage. Second down and 10. The Hyenas, at least early on, seem to be content in dropping everybody and making Mac Wavy Jr. stay patient. Houston is number 1 in the SFL with 23 sacks this season. Hand off to Mike Davis, picks up 4. 3rd down and 6, coming up just outside of field goal range. SFL upgraded its setup. We're going a little bit of throwback this week. Don't have any fancy graphics or updated theme music, any of that stuff, but we will in the future have things like 1280p broadcasts, and we're just going to keep on improving. That pass is incomplete. 4th down. Broken up rather easily by Brandon Allen, as McWavy Jr. did not put that pass in a comfortable position for his receiver. A very quick throw due to the pressure in his face, intended for Concord, and Allen easily swats that away, and it looks like the Hyena defense gets the first stop of the night. In no man's land on a 4th down and 6. A little bit long to go for it, although that's never stopped Dallas in the past. They will send out the punter, and defense starts out strong for Houston. Punt, looking for a coffin corner inside the 10. They're not going to get it, not even close. Ball rolls into the end zone. 82-degree, steamy night here in Houston. Got up to about 90 in the Metroplex today. It was a hot one here in Texas on the first day of spring. At least that's what I heard today, but isn't it the 21st that's the first day of spring? That's why I'm not a meteorologist and just a humble play-by-play commentator. 1st down for Houston. Cody Cantrell is the quarterback, and the handoff goes to Deion Hawkins. Hawkins pickup of 2 yards out to the 22-yard line. Cantrell averaging 269.6 passing yards a game, completing 69% of his passes. His completion percentage is just 0.5 better than McWavy Jr.'s so far this season. Houston ranks 6th in total offense, 8th in pass offense. And out of the eye, it's 2nd and 8. Cantrell going long. Cantrell's got a man! Greg Corky to the Dallas 31-yard line for Houston 1st down. Greg Corky down the sideline. Runs a go past Richie Williams. And Williams didn't lose a ton of space on Greg Corky, but just enough for Corky to make the grab. Greg Corky, 686 yards, leads the team in receiving yards and touchdowns this season. Has 5 touchdowns and averages 98 yards a game. Hand off to Hawkins. And Hawkins has some room. Nice spin move to the outside. Troy LaShaw, who's a candidate for MVP this season, makes the tackle. Deion Hawkins averaging 124 yards a game, 867 yards, needs 133 tonight to have another 1,000-yard season. It would be back-to-back for Mr. Hawkins. Back to pass, Cantrell over to Hawkins. 1st down inside the red zone, breaking a tackle, and a 1st down to the Dallas 12. Hawkins making it happen, leads the team with 61 receptions, averages about 5 yards a catch, and is actually 5th in the league in receiving yards, 2nd amongst running backs behind Sanzo Robinson, who's become more of a workhorse in the backfield as the season has gone along, and Deion Hawkins is probably the closest thing at this point in the season to a dual-threat running back in the SFL. DR Sim is the other receiver, bottom of the screen, 650 yards and 4 scores, right behind Corky's numbers. Cantrell back to pass, check down to Hawkins, and he runs right into trouble. T. Cabell and company with the stop for Dallas. 2nd and 14, a loss of about 3.5. For T. Cabell, he has 7 sacks so far this season. That's 5th best in the SFL. 9th in tackles for loss per game at 1.3. 2nd down at 14, and Cantrell's out of the shotgun, fires it outside, caught by Sim. Momentum carries him out of bounds at the 11, right about where this 1st down started. 3rd down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Troy LaShaw coming into the game, 10 interceptions. And to give you an idea at just how tremendous that is, the leader in interceptions last season had 11, 3 different players, and LaShaw is 1 away from that. And there's still 4 games left. 3rd down and 10 for Houston. Back to pass, Cantrell steps up in the pocket, goes end zone, touchdown! Touchdown, Hyenas, and it's 6-0. Houston scores on its opening possession here at home. Willie D is the man receiving that touchdown pass. Rare to see a touchdown from a non-star player on this roster. In fact, that is the first receiving touchdown not by a star player this season. Corky has 5, Sim has 4, Corey Jones with 1 coming into the night. Cantrell 10 touchdowns to 12 picks. Extra point for Houston is good. 5:19 to go in the first. Dallas nothing. Hyenas 7. In a battle really for first place in the Western Conference. Winner, if it's Dallas, remains in first. If it's Houston, they move into first and would be a half game ahead of Alaska and Dallas atop the standings, the crowded Western Conference standings. Robert Dobbs from the 12, another short kick. And Dobbs, nice return out of the 37. Houston's offense looking to score over 30 points for just the 3rd time this season. In both of their previous 30-point outings, they won comfortably. 16-point win over St. Louis and a 14-point win over Queen City. And you say, Cam, that doesn't sound too comforting. Well, in a league where it seems like every game recently is decided by 1 score, that's a pretty comfortable victory. 1st down and 10 at the 37. Mac Wavy Jr. drops back to pass, and Mac's pass is incomplete. I tell you what, this strategy from Houston of just dropping everybody back has paid off so far, dropping a lot of guys in coverage and seemingly shying away from the team's MO. As mentioned earlier, leads the league in sacks with 23. 6 of those coming from Marcus Jones, rather. And it's 2nd down and 10 for Wavy Jr. with an empty set and 4 receivers. Back to pass. Now they come with a blitz, and Mac Wavy gets rid of it to Dobbs, a pickup of half of what they needed. 3rd down and 5 at the 42-yard line. Don't forget tomorrow night, show him some support, show him some love. Eric Vinson's first live call in prime time, and it's a big one. Battle between the 2 of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference now that Sioux Falls won yesterday and climbed into 2nd. Baltimore takes on Tallahassee tomorrow night, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Again, all day to throw for Mac Wavy Jr. Pass nearly intercepted. Looking down the field deep, and again, Brandon Allen there to deflect the pass. It's 4th down and 5, and it's not a good start for Dallas. Roughneck receivers not getting open. We've seen Mike Davis get a couple of carries for about a handful of yards, averaging just 3 yards a carry this season. Does have 7 touchdowns and averages about 51 rushing yards a game. From the 19-yard line, Corey Jones on the return. And Jones is brought down to the 22. Give us a shout on Twitter, @SimulationFL, and we want to hear from you. And what I want to hear from tonight from the Twitterverse, is Tallahassee the best team in the league right now? And if not, who is, in your opinion? Let's hear it on Twitter, and let's get those followers going. Deion Hawkins is getting going, and he's getting gone. Hawkins, touchdown! One play after the punt, and Houston's up 13 rather. Extra point pending to Zippo with the Western Conference first place on the line. Hawkins out of here with a couple of moves. His longest run of the season, 67 yards. That was from 68 yards. 78 yards, actually, if my math is correct. A new long run of the season for Deion Hawkins. The extra point is good. Deion Hawkins' long last season was 70 yards in D.C., so that was a career-long run for Deion Hawkins. The Tulsa Spin Cycles got another touchdown, his 8th of the season, and Dallas is in free fall mode here early. Another very short kickoff, and Dobbs is clobbered at the 31. Last night, in case you missed it, the Atlanta Swarm up 13-3 in the fourth quarter and could not manage to get a victory. Gave up 14 consecutive points to Sioux Falls in the fourth quarter and fell in a defensive struggle. Mac Wavy back to pass. Again, all kinds of time, but this time the pass is caught. Concord breaks free and gets open. 20 yards on 2 catches. Tackle made by Brandon Allen. I have a feeling that Allen is going to be very active tonight. I've already mentioned his name more than any other player on the field so far. And Allen makes sure that Concord does not get away. Allen coming in just 30 tackles in 7 games, 3 interceptions, actually leads the team. Houston's defense has just 8 picks all year. Rockefeller with 2, Allen with 3, 1 for Porter and 1 for De La Rosa. Hand off to Davis. Davis picks up a couple. It's going to be important for Dallas to find a little bit of ground attack and not panic down 14 here. Plenty of time left. Kanye Rockefeller leads Houston in tackles with 53. Houston's defense has recovered 3 fumbles this year. Empty backfield, 4 wide for Mac Wavy Jr. And Mac Wavy is lit up! And Marcus Jones blows the candle out. 3rd and 14. All Houston here in the first quarter. 3rd down and long for Dallas trying to get out of a jam. Wavy to throw. Wavy down the middle. Caught. Escobar. First down to the Houston 39. That was a confident throw from Mac Wavy Jr. And so far, Escobar has been his best option down the field, beating De La Rosa on the outside. First and 10 at the Houston 39. 2.5 to go in the first. 2 backs in the backfield, 3 receivers, 2 off the left side. Hand off Davis, and Davis again with almost nothing. 6 carries, 12 yards. Pathetic up against Deion Hawkins' ridiculous average right now. But Dallas is making an effort to run the ball. It just hasn't been very effective thus far. 2nd down and 9. Now 3 receivers off to the far left side, just past the midfield logo. Houston in red, Dallas in gray. Hand off Davis again. Mike Davis, burst of speed, picks up 15, more than he's had in the entire quarter. 7 carries for 27 yards in the first quarter, and Dallas is near red zone positioning. Really nice run from Davis. A burst right up the middle. And Dallas really needed that. Three receivers, two in the backfield. Wavy against a blitz. Dumps it short. Really nice cut up the field. Concord picks up 9. The vision from Jonathan Concord on that play is stellar. 2nd down and 1 at the 14. Jonathan Concord leads the team in receptions with 62. Escobar has 60 more yards. Concord more touchdowns, but a very even attack for Dallas, just like last year, and that's proven to be successful. Davis first down to the 10-yard line. Dallas now comfortably in the red zone. Prince Escobar, 711 yards and 3 scores. Jonathan Concord, 697 yards and 4 scores. And Davis Reed, 599 yards and 4 scores. Dallas has kept things very balanced over the last couple of seasons. Made the conference championship last year. 1st down and 10. 4-man rush for Houston. And again, Mac Wavy having to check down to his tight end. That's the 2nd reception for Northcutt of the evening. 2nd and 7 at the 8. And we may see one more play here in the first quarter. Second down and 7 to the 8-yard line. 4 receivers, 3 off the left side. Back to pass, Mac Wavy. Mac Wavy going corner of the end zone. Tipped away and nearly intercepted. He has looked Concord's direction plenty of times on the outside with very minimal success. End of the first quarter. Dallas nothing. Houston 14. Monday Night Football on YouTube. Third down and 7 at the 8-yard line. Mac Wavy Jr. got a touchdown. Pass caught by Davis Reed. That's Reed's 5th touchdown of the season, which now leads all Roughneck receivers, and Dallas is on the board as we start the second quarter. A really good answer by Mac Wavy, his 15th touchdown of the season to 18 interceptions.
Number 7 is back to the point after.
And that drive was made on that 3rd and 14 conversion to Escobar after the Marcus Jones sack, and that seemed to get everybody going for Dallas. The extra point is good, 14-7. 15 touchdowns now for Mac Wavy Jr. Our passing touchdown leaders this season, E.T. King with 22, Andrew Rastelli with 20. Those two will duel tomorrow night. 17 coming into the week for Matt Wilson and Skeletor P. Funk. 16 for Julian Tyree, again coming into the week. And then Mac Wavy with 14. Now 15. Short kick to the 13-yard line. Corey Jones will not reach the 30. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. The SFL has a lot of exciting announcements that are going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. Make sure to keep an eye out for the State of the League address date and time. Becomes a semi-annual thing around this time of year. Hand off to Deion Hawkins. And Hawkins almost got away again. Picks up 11 yards for a first down, and Hawkins now has 99. Hawkins on a mission today. Of course, Hawkins last season was able to go into Dallas with his DC Dragon squad and conquer the Roughnecks 23-17. Hawkins had 105 yards and a score in that game, but did it on 33 carries. Dallas actually shut down the Dragons pretty nicely in that game, but still came up on the losing side of things. Hawkins is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage by Richie Williams, but the push up front from Tika Bell was out of this world, and that really busted the play to pieces. Second down and 10 at the 40. Trips off the left side for Cantrell, back to pass. And Cody Cantrell, little sidearm spitball out to Hawkins. First down and a lot of running room. Pickup of 18 yards. And Houston is back into Dallas territory. The Roughneck defense is struggling. Really nice patience there from Cody Cantrell and a good block on the outside by, I believe that was Corky. Dallas's defense, pretty good. 6th in total defense, 6th in rushing defense, 6th in pass defense, and 4th in scoring defense, giving up just 24.5 points per game. Houston already with 14 and driving, 9.5 to go in the second quarter. Swing outside to Hawkins, and Hawkins will be corralled at the 38-yard line, pick up a 5. Julius O'Neill leads the Roughnecks in tackles with 85. A top 5 tackler in the league, no question about it. 68 solos, 17 assisted tackles for the safety, 3 tackles for loss, even has a sack and a pick to his name. Second and 5, handoff Hawkins on a counter. Hurdles over a player on the ground and a really nice hit. Who was that at the end of that play? That was, I believe it may have been LaShaw, who prevented Hawkins from reaching the first down. Third down and 1 at the Roughneck 33, a 50-yard field goal from here if the Hyenas were to stall out.
Let's go, D. That's what we stand for.
Out of the I formation. Hand off to Hawkins. Hawkins, first down. And nice job getting up off the turf and dusting yourself back off to make the tackle there on Hawkins. But right now, Houston is clobbering Dallas on the defensive end. It has not even been fair thus far. And you really got to like what you're seeing out of the Hyena offense. We just broke down the offense or the defense for Dallas. Houston actually is 6th in total offense, 8th in pass offense. And we'll get the rush statistics here for you in a minute. Hawkins picks up another 5 on a screen pass. Richie Williams another tackle. And actually Hawkins is taking a bit of a break. And the reserves are in, picking up 5 yards. Rushing offense for Houston, this is surprising. 9th in the league. Averaging 124 yards a game. Very uncharacteristic of a Hyena offense. But Hawkins has it going on tonight. Second down and 5. They'll take another handoff. Oh, Hawkins got lit up by O'Neill. And again, I stand correct. I could have sworn that Hawkins came back into the game. They could have used him there. That again is the reserve for Houston. Third down and 4. As Hawkins is a little exhausted. Didn't see any injury out there to Dion. Third down and 4. Cantrell will pass. Wide open, dropped. Wow. Fourth down on a shocking drop. I mean, he could not have been any more wide open. Seeing a little bit more out of the reserves tonight for Houston than we're accustomed to seeing, as Houston has spread them out a few times tonight. The Field goal is no good. No good. Missed wide right to the 39. And actually, I believe that was Jamari Mito who simply dropped that pass on third down. So a dropped pass on third down from Jamari Mito, who has just 5 catches for 37 yards on the season. And then a missed field goal, and all of a sudden Dallas is starting to hone in on some momentum here. It was a miss from 39 yards out. Wavy Jr. throws a comfortable ball, pickup of 7 yards, and you can tell Wavy is starting to get into a little bit more of a rhythm, adjusting to this defense. Dobbs with the reception. Robert Dobbs, only 1 receiving touchdown this season, but still has a respectable 357 yards, averages about 45 yards a game. Of the 4-star receivers, none of them average over 100. But 3 hover in between that 75 to 100 range. Mike Davis has a first down at the 39-yard line. I thought he was stopped short. First down and 10 at the 39, 6:16 to go in the first half. Empty backfield, Wavy back to pass, facing pressure up the middle. Sidearm pass tipped away, nearly intercepted. Kanye Rockefeller had a chance at it. Wavy has stayed away from him most of the night. Swats it away. Could have been looking for Reed or Escobar. At the time that pass was thrown, probably intended for Reed. But the pressure got to Mac Wavy.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10 at the 39. Same formation for Dallas. 3 down linemen for Houston. Pretty tight coverage up on the line. Back to pass. Mac Wavy dumps it short. That's Northcutt. Already 3 receptions for the tight end in the first half. There's an updated look at the quarterback numbers, which are good on both sides. So what's the Week 11 slate look like in the Eastern Conference? Well, Atlanta at 4-4 travels to Queen City 3-5. That game means a ton to playoff implications. Back to pass, Mac Wavy on a 3rd down and 8. Deep ball down the field. Caught in coverage. Caught by Escobar. One-on-one coverage on De La Rosa. Another crucial 3rd down conversion for Dallas. First down near field goal range for the Roughnecks. That was simply just a jump ball. Go up and go get it. And Escobar, the former Baltimore Crab, has been a huge acquisition for Dallas. Also in the Eastern Conference, St. Louis 2-6 takes on Carolina 2-7 next week. That's basically an elimination game for one of those squads. First and 10, handoff to Mike Davis, and Davis is going to lose a yard. First time he's been stopped in the backfield. Also in the Eastern Conference next week, Tallahassee at Sioux Falls. That could end up being the 2 top teams in the Eastern Conference, as Tallahassee's playing the bulk of their challenging schedule in the next couple of weeks. Back to pass, Wavy. Wavy, deep ball, one-on-one coverage again, and this one is knocked away. 3rd and 11, but Houston, as mentioned, just 8 interceptions in 7 games, has had a tough time hauling in those picks this year. It's another 3rd down and long for Dallas, and the Roughneck offense is playing dangerously. 3 receivers and Davis off to the right of Mac Wavy Jr. Back to pass. Wavy to Concord, way short of the first down. Concord 4 catches on 7 targets, but the field goal unit likely will have to come out. What does the Western Conference look like next week? Well, as of right now, 4-3 Houston Hyenas taking on the 5-4 Alaska Storm. That game is going to be big. 4-5 Mexico City at 3-5 Oklahoma City. Another crucial contest. This field goal is good from 46 yards for Manuel. And 4-4 Las Vegas takes on 4-5 Los Angeles. All of these games matter. It's going to be tough choosing which ones get calls next week. So Houston misses a 39-yard field goal. Dallas makes a 46-yard field goal. It's a game of inches. And Dallas has scored 10 consecutive points in the second quarter after trailing 14-0 at the end of the first frame. That is a very high kick, fielded at the 12 by Jones. And Jones again will not reach the 30. Houston's offense has been electric all night. It's actually kind of surprising. They only have 14 points on the board. 7 carries, 109 yards for Hawkins. Hawkins nearing his average. And Cantrell will start the drive with a pass down the middle of the field. Double coverage intercepted. Julius O'Neal 40, O'Neal 30, 2015. Julius O'Neal, the former member of the Tallahassee Pride, has Dallas in the red zone. O'Neal's second interception of the season, and this has been a quarter of absolute collapse for the Hyenas, who were crushing Dallas about 20 minutes ago. First and 10 at the Houston 15 for Dallas with 3:52 to go in the first half. 4 receivers. Davis will get the handoff. Mike Davis spins away from a couple and picks up a nice 6-yard pickup down to the 10-yard line.
6 yards on the play.
Second down and 4. Coming up, 3:37 to go. Halftime report will have first half stats and highlights. Here's a look at Rockefeller guarding the end zone. Wavy split backs in the gun. Wavy to throw, out route, first down to the 4. Davis Reed with the reception. And DeMond Simeon is challenging that pass was caught out of bounds. Let's take another look. Looked pretty good at first glance. Houston just looking for any sort of momentum turn. I think they're going to rule this a catch. Just my gut. Let's get the call.
After review, the play stands. The pass was complete. The catch was made prior to going
Coach
out of
Morris,
bounds.
Coach Simeon,
The Hyenas
furious.
charged with a timeout. First
Now
down.
Houston's down 1 timeout. Crowd's body language not too good. The way this second quarter has started and nearly finished for Houston. First and goal at the 4.
Let's go, D. Thanks for enough.
Split backs behind Wavy, and Wavy turns, hands to Davis on a trap that nearly was finished before it got started. Marcus Jones blows that one up for no gain. Second down and goal at the 4. Davis will take a handoff, nothing doing again. Back-to-back runs for Mike Davis, and he's being shut down. Third down and goal at the 4. Reading some of the tweets at Friday in the house. I don't see why Tallahassee isn't the best team. Third down and goal from the 4. Pass caught. Northcutt won't get in. Rockefeller holds them out of the end zone. 4th down. Thanks to Prince Escobar at Princey_518. St. Louis Gladiators. Wow, Alan Drum liked a tweet that I made. I don't know why. Expect the unexpected. At Flava2K. Also giving us some love on Twitter at SimulationFL. Who doesn't love a shout out? So Dallas will bring the field goal unit on. Excellent goal line stand as Northcutt is just inches away from putting Dallas in the lead for the first time tonight. The field goal for Manuel is good from 17 yards out. Dallas 13, Houston 14. Things have sure tightened up in the second quarter. YouTube says our chat participants tonight are AJ Levy, Damon Simeon, Eric Vincent, Flava2K, Frank Gooden, Mac Wavy, Maurice Spurgeon, Mighty RX, and the Plastic Franchise. From the 12. If I didn't say your name just now, you may want to start typing. Get involved. Be social. 1st and 10 at the 32, following the first turnover of the game, a Cantrell interception into the hands of Julius O'Neill. At DR Sim 80, not sugarcoating this one, the best team in the SFO hands down is the Tallahassee Pride. Says the owner of Houston, who's up 1 on the leader of the West. Cantrell off to Hawkins. Hawkins, boy, poor angle taken by that linebacker. I think he just wanted to jump there at the end of that play to make himself feel better. 2nd and 6 at the 36. And if my glass does not stop sticking to this coaster, I don't know what I'm going to do. 1:24 to go in the first half. Houston up by a point. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Handoff Hawkins on a counter. Did you see Dallas waiting? Tremendous defense from Dallas there. It was almost like everyone stood just to wait and see where Hawkins was going to go. McDaniel Sr. on the tackle. Heath McDaniel Sr., first time we've said his name tonight. 61 tackles. 3rd on the team, has a half a sack and 3 tackles for loss this season. 2nd year in Dallas. Back to pass on a 3rd down and 5. Deep drop back. Cantrell fires to the sideline, short of the first down. DR Sim has been very quiet tonight. Makes a rookie mistake. And Houston has to punt. Hyenas up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, and this game looked like it was going to be a rout. And I go back again to that 3rd down and 14 throw to Prince Escobar. And Houston has not been the same since. Dobbs back to return the punt from the 20. And Dobbs is put on his back at the 24-yard line. Look at Matthew Boozer. Quiet season for Boozer on and off the field. Boozer is 2nd on the team in tackles, but just with 48. 2 tackles for loss, a sack, fumble recovery, no interceptions. Davis pays for spinning into the direction of Dominique Porter. Picks up 5, under a minute to go. Dallas has all 3 timeouts, but appears to not be in too big of a hurry.
2nd and 5.
Three receivers for Wavy. 3-3 look for Houston. And off to Davis. Davis picks up 2. Dallas will call a timeout. Think about what they're going to do on this third down play. Crowd getting loud. Chance of defense here at the Hyena Den. Wavy Jr. Deep ball caught by Concord to the Houston 28-yard line. Wavy Jr. airing it out. And a perfect pass to Conk. That was money. Beautiful spiral. Rockefeller beat, makes the tackle.
Let's go.
First down and 10 at the Hyena 28-yard line with 25 seconds and a timeout. Houston actually could do some damage before the half. 4 receivers, empty set. Wavy back to pass against a 4-man rush. Pass caught at the 13-yard line. Mac Wavy's going to try to get him to hurry up here. That's Northcutt. He's got at least 5 catches in the first half. Down to 12 seconds. Wavy Jr. going to spike the ball. That's a very interesting decision by Wavy. You're already at the line at that point, 13 yards away from the end zone. I'm just surprised that he spiked it, and the field goal unit's going to come out on the field. Wavy really could have snapped the ball and taken another opportunity. Instead, Dallas is just going to attempt to take the lead going into the half, which is a victory in itself. The Roughnecks have scored on 4 straight possessions if this field goal is good from 30. And Manuel's kick from 30 is good. 16 straight in the second quarter. How often do you see an SFL game where a team outscores their opponent 14-0 in the first, and then the opposite team outscores their opponent 16-0 in the second? Houston has 8 seconds to play with. Might we see a Corey Jones return? Jones hasn't had much luck tonight. Still doesn't. 4 seconds left, and I would expect Houston just to run this out. Hawkins already with a career-long run earlier tonight. Maybe just hand it off to him and see what he can do. Seconds, 2 seconds. Cantrell will pass down the middle, incomplete. That was Brady 2 out there trying to make the catch. Doesn't matter who his name is because it's the end of the first half. Dallas 16, Houston 14. Your halftime report is next here on the SFL on YouTube. Start of the third quarter here at the Hyena Den in Houston. Dallas has scored 16 unanswered points to take a 2-point lead. The winner of tonight's game moves into first place in the Western Conference, and either way you slice it, it would be sole possession of first place. Corey Jones meet Black. I can't imagine that guy is coherent after that hit right now.
First and 10. From your Hyena, 32 yards.
Three receivers, two to the left side. And back to pass. Cantrell fires it outside. Caught by Corky. Pickup of 5. But Corky is angled sharply out of bounds by Richie Williams, who's had a good night tonight. Again, State of the League address coming up in the next week or so. Stay tuned for an official day and time and location for that announcement. Second and 5 at the 37. Back to pass, Cantrell. Nice route from Sim this time. Knocked over a teammate. That's Corey Jones. Sim gets the first down, runs the ball past the sticks. And Houston's off to a strong start here in the third quarter. Malcolm Smith got into the wrong punch bowl tonight, you know what I'm saying? First and 10 at the 42, hand off to Hawkins, and Hawkins picks up 4.5 to the 46-yard line of Houston. Houston in the last 3 games, 2-1, beat St. Louis 33-17, edged Atlanta 17-16. That was a hard-fought victory. Lost to LA 28-20. Took a little bit of a step back, down 28-13 in that game. Really struggled against the Sharks. Pass caught, marked him short. Corey Jones with the catch, third down and inches coming up at the Dallas 48. Houston gave up 42 points in week 1 to Mexico City. Since then, they have not given up over 30 points in a game this season. That's pretty impressive. Handoff, Hawkins, first down, and another solid opening half drive continues for Houston. In fact, Houston has just one time given up over 30 points since back-to-back overtime losses last season. Dating back to last year, the Hyenas, in 10 of their last 11 games, have held opponents to under 30. That is a tremendous achievement. 4 receivers for Cantrell on a first down and 10. All kinds of time for Cantrell. Down the middle! What a throw! Beautiful throw to Greg Corky, who now has 66 yards, and that was probably the second best pass of the night. After Wavy's bomb perfectly to Concord, that was a phenomenal throw. Quackenvoss nearly knocked it away, but Corky makes his third catch count. Out of the gun for Houston, down 2. But driving here early in the third quarter, Cantrell again down the middle, caught inside the 10. Jamari Mito with the reception, didn't drop that one. And this drive will be over 3 minutes when it's all said and done, at least. Hyenas scored on their first 2 possessions of the first half, and they potentially could score on their first possession of the second half.
Let's go.
And off to Hawkins. Hawkins to the 3.
Number 22 with the carry.
Pickup of 7 on the play for Dion as one 200-yard game this season. That came just a couple of weeks ago against Atlanta, 203 yards and 2 scores. His other high of the season, 170 against Mexico City back in week 1. Second to go with the 3, handoff Hawkins, and Hawkins can't get away. Nice tackle, pickup of just 1 yard, $1.24 for Hawkins, and another strong tackle for Richie Williams. That's Hawkins' 4th best rushing performance of the season. Tweet us at SimulationFL on what you believe the game of the week or the game that most interests you next week. We want to hear from you on Twitter. Cantrell back in the end zone. That pass is knocked away by O'Neal, and that'll bring up 4th down. So again, the slate of games in week 11, just so you have it: Atlanta 4-4 at Queen City 3-5, 2-6 St. Louis at 2-7 Carolina, 7-1 Tallahassee at 6-3 Sioux Falls. And in the Western Conference, 3-5 Oklahoma City hosts 4-5 Mexico City, 4-5 Los Angeles hosts 4-4 Las Vegas, and 5-4 Alaska hosts at the moment 4-3 Houston. This field goal from 19 yards away for the Hyenas is good. And Houston has their first point since the first quarter and are back on top, 17-16. Malcolm, next week's games. Good try, though. No. Now everybody's missing the point. Tallahassee, Baltimore's in this week. Next week's games. First and 10 at the 29 after Dobbs' return. I tried. Clearly, visuals help. And we just have not been able to provide those the last couple of weeks, but we'll get back to it. 5 wide for Mac Wavy on a 1st down and 10. Stepping up in the pocket, simple throw, and Concord didn't know where he was. Concord having a good night, 6 catches, 76 yards. That was not his best work. For Concord, he has 2 100-yard games this season, $147 against Queen City, had a touchdown in that game. 120 yards on 10 receptions against Oklahoma City last week. Concord has not scored a touchdown in the last 14 quarters. Now that is amazing. Back to throw, Mac Wavy's pass caught. Concord, 1st down to the 44. Concord may have not been reaching the end zone recently, but he certainly is doing some damage down the field and getting targeted plenty by Wavy tonight, and Wavy could have gone a couple of different ways with that ball.
First and 10 from Irvine, 34 yards.
Pride versus Sparrows is the most intriguing playoff matchup next week, according to @Eric_Vincent. Pass down the field, caught inside the 30 to the Houston 28. That's Escobar. Another bullet from Mac Wavy, who has stayed turnover free. In fact, in the last 10 quarters, 11 quarters now, Wavy has just 1 interception. In his last 10 and a half quarters, just 1 interception for Mac Wavy, as he has really toned down the turnovers. 1st and 10 at the Hyena 28. Back and forth here in the 3rd quarter. To pass, Wavy again. Gets Davis Reed for a 5-yard pickup. Reed just 3 catches for 18 yards tonight, but does have a touchdown.
Second and 5 from Irvine, 23 yards.
Don't forget, SFL postgame show coming up after tonight's broadcast. Played yesterday or today. We want to hear from you. Get your reaction on how the game's shaped up for you this week. And of course, we always like to hear from new people, so if you've never called into the SFL postgame show before, you should tonight. 3rd down and 4 at the 22. After Davis was stuffed for just a 1-yard gain. Split backs in the backfield for Wavy, who's been excellent on 3rd down. Wavy back to pass, and Wavy is going to be sacked, a loss of 3. Unblocked up the middle, Matthew Boozer, 4th down. Wavy got tunnel vision, wasn't even looking at Boozer. Matthew Boozer has his 2nd sack of the season. That makes the field goal a little bit more difficult, 42 yards. Manuel has made a 46-yard field goal along with a couple of other chip shots already tonight. This from 42. Manuel's field goal. Good again. And Manuel is 4 for 4 tonight, 19-17. And the two teams in the first 7 minutes of the 3rd quarter have each had the ball once on about 3.5-minute drives, and they each came away with a field goal. These two teams did not even play last year. In the Winter 16 season, the last meeting was March 6th, 2016, over a year ago, between Stephen Mullinex and Damon Simeon as Jones returns up to the 30. That was a 13-20 victory for the Roughnecks, and boy, did these teams look a lot different back then. In that game, Murdoch Mock had just 5 incompletions for Dallas, 23 of 28. Hardcastle had 129 yards and 2 touchdowns, actually outran Darnell Black. Josh Fedd had 90 yards, led all receivers for Houston. Back to pass Cantrell. And Cody Cantrell down the middle all alone for a 1st down at the 50. DR Sim. Troy LaShaw, who's sitting on 10 interceptions, has not even gotten close to one tonight. Cantrell, a perfect spiral. LaShaw, really nice open field tackle.
Let's go.
In that Dallas-Houston game, the last meeting, Dwayne Blackwell, Mitchell Maverick, Ed Rebrabi, and Pete Secord all had interceptions. Secord now on Tallahassee, the only player from that group still playing in the SFL right now. Hawkins, no gain on the play. Stopped by McDaniel Sr. Rockefeller had 18 tackles in that Houston loss. The only other time these two teams have played, a 20-10 victory for Houston at home against Dallas. No road team has ever won a game in this short Texas series. And no team in this series has ever scored more than 20 points, and that still stands true tonight, unless Hawkins can go the distance. Tackle to the 29-yard line. And that is Tika Bell all the way down the field, saving the touchdown. Another 1st down for Houston.
Playmaker.
2.5 to go in the 3rd. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. 19-17, Dallas is ahead, but not by much. And the same goes for the standings. A half a game ahead of Houston. Cantrell back to pass, caught by Corky. 4 catches on 5 targets tonight. Pickup of 6, 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
2.5 to go. Cantrell to throw. He's got a wide. Oh, he dropped it. DR Sim dropped it on the outside. Would have had a gimme first down. And it actually looked like Sim may have slipped and fell as he went to catch that pass. That could be the second critical drop in scoring position for Houston, and that is very rare to see DR Sim drop a pass. It really did look like he just fell. Wide open in the open field. 3rd down and 4. Hawkins will get the carry, and Hawkins is slammed down after a gain of just a yard. McDaniel Sr. having himself a drive, forces yet another field goal attempt for Bailey. Now, earlier in this game, Mito dropped a pass, and then Bailey ended up missing a 39-yarder. This is a 38-yarder after a drop pass. Deja vu from the right hash. Bailey's field goal is good this time, and Houston is up again by a point, 20-19. And it still holds true that in 3 games between these two teams, nobody has scored over 20. Dallas hopes that that record will fall tonight. Otherwise, they're going to pick up a loss here in this game. It really has been a tug-of-war, Flava. 6-3 in the 3rd quarter. 3 possessions, 3 field goals. Good camera work there by 2K. Short kick from the 14. Dobbs past the 30 to the 33-yard line. Where Mac Wavy Jr. without a turnover in 11 quarters will set up. And I'm sure at this point Stephen Mullinex is saying, stop saying that. You're going to jinx him. 1st and 10 at the 33. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Wavy. Dime package for Houston. Back to throw Wavy deep down the middle of the field. He has been exposing Houston there all night. Escobar, another long catch to the Houston 44, and Mac Wavy's approaching 300 yards passing on the night. Escobar is just running that post pattern, and so far tonight, Houston has not defended it well at all. 1st down and 10 at the Hyena 44. 4 possessions, 4 opportunities for offenses in opponent territory. Wavy Jr. to throw. Very short pass. Awkward looking play there as Concord, I believe, was running some sort of a slip screen, and the pass was so low that all of Concord's momentum stopped. 2nd and 10. Haven't seen a ton of Mike Davis in the 3rd quarter. A lot more of Mac Wavy than we saw in the first half, which hasn't been a bad thing so far. Wavy Jr. back to pass. Finds nearly a Houston defender. That was Griffin. And if there is one definitive weakness on this Hyena squad this season, they just have not been the turnover forcing machine that they were last year defensively. Still a very good defensive team, but not an elite defensive team because of all those drop picks. 3rd down. Empty set, 5 wide. Mac Wavy down the field, caught at the 21-yard line. Concord's got a $113, and Wavy Jr. is on fire. Somebody get an extinguisher. These passes are on the money. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, Dallas 19 and driving. Houston 20. This is Monday Night Football on YouTube. first down at the 21. Wavy to throw. Fires it out to Davis Reed. Pick up a 5 yards. And Dallas is in the red zone. So look at Concord, 9 catches, 113 yards. Trying to make it back-to-back games with at least 10 catches and 100 yards receiving. Still has a whole nother quarter to do it. 2nd and 5 at the 16. Wavy back to pass. And Wavy near side. Oh, one-handed, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Jonathan Concord, touchdown Dallas. Beautiful. Oh my. Oh my goodness. 25 to 20.
Number 7 is back for the point after. Number 12 on the hold.
Extra point for Manuel is good. 10:37 to go. 26 to 20. What a ball game. And Jonathan Concord has his first touchdown in almost a month. Jonathan Concord, 8'6", 1,200 pounds with that reception. From the 14, Corey Jones to the 30. Just nothing for him anywhere on the field.
First and 10. From Irvine, 30 yards.
10 and a half to go in the fourth. Empty backfield for Cantrell. Like Dallas, Houston has gone away from the run a little bit more in the second half. And Cantrell's pass is caught over the middle, pickup of 8 yards to Corey Jones. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get more reaction for my height and weight joke. I guess it's been overdone. I guess it's not funny when the commissioner does it. Concord actually 6'3", 225. 2nd down and 2 at the 38. Just wears heavy pads. Hawkins will not get the first down. 3rd down and 1. Hawkins up to 146 yards, but McDaniels Sr. is personally putting him down, it seems like, on each and every carry recently. 3rd down and 1, 9:40 to go in the fourth. 3 in the backfield as Houston looks to keep up with Dallas. Back and forth. We haven't had a possession in the second half that did not result in a score. Hawkins gets a great block on the outside, and the spin cycle is on to the 48-yard line. Out of Tulsa, Hawkins moves the chains. Look at that block. That is a thing of beauty, although the lineman actually got knocked over by O'Neal. 1st and 10 at the Hyena 48. Three receivers, 2 short side left. Top of the screen. Back to pass. And fumble! Fumble recovered by an offensive lineman who somehow avoids a tackle. But a loss of 4 on the play. T. Cabell with a vicious hit in the backfield. Jarred the ball loose. Let's get another look at it. Cabell, look out. And really nice hands by the Houston lineman just to get up and pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
2nd and 14 from Hyena, 44 yards.
Second down and 14 at the Houston 44, 8:27 to go in the fourth. Cantrell will throw. Cantrell in trouble! Cantrell goes down! T. Cabell taking over. Third down and 19, a loss of 5. Cantrell wondering what he's got to do to get some protection here recently. Third and very long for Houston. Corky bottom of the screen, Sim top of the screen. DR Sim has been deathly quiet. Cantrell to pass, just a three-man rush. Cantrell going long, and a pass is knocked away. Intended for Corky. I believe Richie Williams was there to bat it away, and it's the first punt of the second half for either team. What a stop and a stand for Dallas, led by T. Cabell. That was actually a pretty good pass from Cantrell. Had Corky on a corner route going down the field, and Williams just made a tremendous play. And this is a big opportunity now for Dallas as Dobbs is wrapped up nicely at the 22-yard line. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Eric Vincent makes his debut live commentary here on YouTube. Tuesday night, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. It's a big one. The 5-3 Baltimore Crabs take on the 7-1 Tallahassee Pride in a rematch of a playoff game that involved DR Sim big time. He went off in that loss to the Pride in that playoff game. Mac Wavy's pass nearly intercepted. Boozer, who already has a sack, could have taken that one all the way back. Instead, another missed opportunity for this Hyena defense.
Second and 10 from Irvine, 23 yards.
4 receivers, 3 short side right of Wavy, along with Davis, top of the screen. Concord isolated, bottom of your picture. He's going that direction, wide open. To the 42-yard line, Concord and Escobar are eating up the middle of the Hyena defense deep down the field. It's just another post pattern. And nobody is jamming Concord or doing anything to disrupt Mac Wavy's timing. First and 10 at the Dallas 42. Wavy Jr., a wonky looking pass, and there's a flag down. Didn't see where it was thrown, but it was thrown quickly. This could be a huge call here.
Pass interference, number 56.
It's on Houston. Pass interference on Boozer. It's a spot foul to midfield. I want to get another look at that. I didn't see anything. And it was almost like Mac Wavy Jr. he must have saw something down the field, a grab or something, and just thrown it and hope for the best. Look at those vicious numbers for Concord. A $148 on 14 targets. That's a first down per target. First and 10 for Mac Wavy. Check to Davis. Davis going nowhere. He loses 2 yards. Davis has been a non-factor in the second half, but can you blame Dallas? Mac Wavy playing by far his best game of the season. 447 passing yards was a season high for Wavy in that victory over Mexico City, but he also threw 6 picks in that one. Second and 12 at the 47-yard line. Back to pass, Wavy. Against a blitz, Wavy gets it away just in time. Oh, one-handed catch by Davis Reed. Pickup of 7. Holy but Jesus. Reed stole that away from Houston's D. Third down and 5 for Dallas. Another empty set. Wavy to throw. Out route to the outside. A great hit by John De La Rosa. Davis short of the first down. De La Rosa saving the day. And will Dallas go for it? The offense will remain out on the field. The Hyena Den is on their feet. 4th and 1, and Wavy's out of the shotgun. Dallas is 33% on 4th downs this year. They snap it. Wavy deep down the field. Pass is knocked up in the air and intercepted at the 25-yard line. Brandon Allen, Houston, first down. Kanye Rockefeller gets his hands on the football, and Allen gets the pick. This time, Concord and Escobar on a deep post. Finally, Houston makes the stop. Brandon Allen with his 4th interception of the season. First and 10 at the Hyena 29, 5:24 to go in the 4th. Plenty of time and a wild one here on the Monday night showcase. That's a 4-yard gain for Hawkins, now up to 159.
Showtime.
5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Sim and Corky, the wideouts, out passed and by the numbers. Cantrell will throw. Cantrell dropped again. That is Joe Beasley, the fullback. And he was all alone. Hearing footsteps as Richie Williams was coming on through. 3 critical drops for Houston.
3rd and 6. Ball at
Cantrell on a 3rd down and 6. This is crucial. 4:45 to go in the 4th. Back to pass. Cantrell over the middle of the field. Pass caught. First down. What a move. D.R. Sim. Get out of here. The doctor is in for the touchdown. We are tied. Sim on a quick little under route here. Makes a couple men miss, and then the sea parts. Oh, bye-bye. All right, show of hands. Is this the game of the year so far? This has been an incredible game. Extra point for Houston is good. Now, we've had a lot of good ones this year. I'm not so sure that any of them are better than this one right now. 4:37 to go. And we are fortunate because these two teams will be playing in just a few weeks. April 9th, back in action. Dobbs to the 28. What does Mac Wavy Jr. have in store? His first interception in the last 12, or just his second interception in the last 12 quarters. Back to pass, Mac Wavy, nearly a pick six. De La Rosa jumps the route. That was Wavy's worst ball of the night. Really poor throw far side. Second down and 10 to the 28-yard line. Three receivers, two in the backfield with Wavy. Wavy, three-step drop, fires out to Davis. Look at the caravan of red. Loss of a yard. Third down and 11. Out of the gun, Wavy with 4 to go. Back to pass, steps up in a pocket, and as he throws, the pass is way overthrown, and Dallas will have to punt. Marcus Jones and company up front made an impact on that drive. Dallas's defense going to need to step up. Fair catch called for at the 40 by Corey Jones. A lot of time left in this football game, 3:54.
First and 10. From Irvine, 41-yard line.
Two in the backfield with Cantrell and 8 near the line. Handoff to Hawkins. Dion Hawkins driven backwards. After initially getting away, O'Neal continues his stellar season. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7. Dallas playing with fire here. 3 timeouts remaining. Cannot give up too many first downs here, or they're going to be in some real big trouble. 3 in the backfield. Hawkins going to get the handoff around the left side. What a play by A.J. Lacoste. 3rd down and 7. Lacoste, who's won multiple titles, potentially a Hall of Famer someday. 3rd down and 7 under 3 minutes to play. Dallas hanging on to its timeouts, hoping for another stop here. Cantrell was split backs on a 3rd and 7, going to hand it off to Hawkins. Hawkins breaks a tackle, did not get the first down. Gutsy call there by Houston, wanting to ensure that they kept the clock moving. Jay Gaines with the tackle, and now if you're Houston, you almost have to punt this away. You cannot risk going for it unless they are going to go for it. Dallas needs just a field goal to win down 1. The Houston offense is still out there on the field. And if they elect to go for it, it could be Dallas jumped offside. Cantrell steps up, deep ball. Overthrown, but it won't matter. Oh, you hate to see a play like that late in the game. The Roughnecks make a crucial mistake.
Number 96, defense.
It's on T. Cabell. So now Dallas is going to have to exhaust all of its timeouts just to get the ball back. Cabell, who was such a crucial piece earlier in this quarter with a couple of sacks. 1st down and 10. Actually, there's still 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. The clock stopped with the penalty. Hand off to Hawkins, got a lot of room, picks up 5. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. This is the SFL Network on YouTube. Second down and 5 at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to go. Dallas cannot give up a first down. Hand off to Hawkins. Left side, Hawkins is stood up. Timeout Dallas after a gain of just 1.5 yards. LaShaw, who's probably had his most quiet performance of the season, makes the tackle. 3rd down and 3. Can Dallas get a stop and go on another late game victory lap? 3rd and 3, handoff, Hawkins, first down! Timeout Dallas, and that may seal it. Now quickly doing the math. I'm not sure that it's a complete gimme, but Dallas would at this point need a miracle, as their defense has not been able to get the stop it so desperately needed. Two in the backfield with Cantrell with 1:53 to go. Hand off, Hawkins in trouble, sacked outside of field goal range. Now out of timeouts. This is where the chess match, or mentally challenged chess match at times, begins to take form in the SFL. 1 minute, 50 seconds, that's 110 seconds. A couple of kneel downs on a 40-second clock, and Houston is in fact kneeling. Will pin the Roughnecks deep in their own territory with roughly 30 seconds to go with no timeouts, and Houston is content on letting Mac Wavy Jr. attempt to beat them without any timeouts left, which probably is not the smartest thing in the world. Although Dallas has already forced one fumble tonight. They've been hitting hard. It's 4th down outside of field goal range, and Dallas will get another chance. And for the most part, when these teams decide to take knees early, when their opponent has no timeouts and they pin them deep, it's generally successful. You're putting Dallas in a very, very difficult position. And it's basically the conservative approach. Dallas can't afford to let this bounce for too long, although the Roughnecks would like to see a punt bounce into the end zone at the 20. Punt cleanly away inside the 10. Missed it. Oh, the coffin corner! Down to the... Oh, it rolled into the end zone! You've got to be kidding me! That punt, missed by the up man, looked like it was going to roll out of bounds, and then it rolled back the other way and into the end zone. And I don't think that the Hyena players even thought that that was a possibility. Dallas has the ball on the 20 with 23 seconds left. Wavy Jr. to throw. Pump fake down the middle, caught to the 37-yard line, but Dallas has to hurry. Down to 13 seconds. 12 seconds, 10 seconds, has to spike. 8 seconds left. That took a lot of time. Again, Dallas just needs a field goal. But if they don't get out of bounds on this next play, the game is over, and they may elect to just throw a Hail Mary right here.
Let's go.
We'll see what they decide to do. No Hail Mary just yet. Got to get a route out of bounds, maybe trying to get just a little bit closer. Dallas has to be smart here. Back to pass, Wavy Jr. over the middle. That was about the dumbest thing they could have done. 4, 3, 2, 1, ball game. The Houston Hyenas do enough, and the post-game show is next as a thrilling game ends in a bit of a non-dramatic fashion. The Houston Hyenas improved to 5-3 now atop the Western Conference, and Dallas falls to 5-4. and leads the tiebreaker over Alaska with their 28-12 victory over the Storm earlier this season. Tika Bell with 2 sacks. Matthew Boozer with 1 sack tonight. Mac Wavy Jr., 355 yards passing. Cody Cantrell, 259 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both quarterbacks with just 1 pick on the night. Houston missed 1 field goal earlier in this game from 39 yards, but it did not matter in the end. Both kick returners, Corey Jones and Robert Dobbs, held in check. Jonathan Concord finishes with 152 yards and a touchdown. DR Sim with 100 yards and a score, the game-winning score. Hawkins finishes with 175 yards and a touchdown. Davis, 46 rushing yards. Matthew Boozer with 8 tackles. Kanye Rockefeller with 6. And Jonathan Concord had the best catch maybe of the whole season in the loss. These two will meet again. The SFL postgame show starts right now. Open line 210-473-8428 to discuss tonight's game, tomorrow night's game, and any action from an action-packed Sunday. Owner of the Houston Hyenas, Devon Simeon, on the call with us.
I don't think I have much to say. I'm trying to catch my breath over here.
I bet.
Oh, man. What an awesome game. Oh, this game here was awesome, phenomenal, man. You have to give it up to that offense over there in Dallas, man. Mac Wavy made some fire throws, dude. Fire throws.
Yeah, but in the end, DR Sim doing his thing. What did you see on that play?
Oh, the old veteran, man. Came across the middle, turned it upfield, made 1 juke to the left, saw just 8 inches of daylight and took off.
Showing the play now here live on the screen. Just a couple of jukes. And, you know, sometimes 8-yard underneath route, that's all it takes, right?
That's all it takes. Yes, sir. Looking back here, I just came across the middle, turned it upfield. You see here, I make that juke and just took off.
Good blocking as well. That's Jamari Mito out there making a nice block.
Yeah. I guess you can say that Mito was down, after dropping that pass, and I just told him, hey, man, just stay in it. You're going to make some type of play that's going to get us, up in this ball game. And there it is right there.
Look at you on the screen, man. Oh, they took you off the screen. They took you off the Jumbotron. They already knew it was over. They already knew that you had to score.
Oh, man.
5-3. If I would have told you at the beginning of the season that 5-3 would be good enough for first place in the Western Conference, you'd say, what in the hell happened to everybody else, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought that, we would have been atop of the West because of the great teams that are out there, such as LA, you got Las Vegas as well, Dallas. I knew that Dallas would be one of the top 2 teams in the West. I thought that we would be in the hunt for the playoffs, but I didn't think that, we would really be this good due to the way how we started off in the beginning of the season, the way we lost to Mexico City, and then we had a couple of tough games down the road or so. But this was a big win for us, man. We couldn't get any type of break on the defensive side, but now you're showing this INT here, which was the one that we did get off the tip drill. which was nice. We needed that play there. That turned the momentum around because Dallas was in it, and they kept beating us on that same exact play right there. That deep post was killing us down the middle. But thank for just adjustments there, by the defensive coordinator to just go through there and find out a way how to stop them on that play there. Oh man, this hit was ridiculous. I thought the game was over after that.
Brandon Allen got the last laugh tonight, but this is one of the best catches in league history. It blew me away.
Man, that's Odell Beckham 2.0 right there, man.
Yeah, just some of the best and most important plays of the night here on the SFL network. So you guys get to 5-3. You sort of get to put yourself in the driver's seat. Obviously, you're trying to bounce back, make the playoffs for the first time with Greg Morris side by side with you. You've got Alaska next week. That all of a sudden becomes a game between technically, two of the top three teams, but arguably the top two teams in the conference right now. You got Justin Beakley Jr. Alex Dominguez. He just is coming off a 5-sack performance. This is going to be a matchup for the ages here.
Yeah, exactly. I know that Alaska has a pretty tough defense, over there. But hey, we're just gonna have to bring our lunch pail and go to work. We've already started game planning for Alaska. We don't play no games over here. And we're ready to go. I think that we have something in place that's going to be very, very successful for us. And I believe it's going to be a great game.
Oh, my apologies. The game audio was a little high. That's my fault. All the cheering, screaming fans. Andy said he wanted to hear you. I don't know why anyone would want to listen to you, but
hey man, I'm the good guy. I got a nice tone voice. That's why,
To each his own. Yeah, I was trying to get DAC stats up on a screen. It was not functioning like we intended, so we stopped that.
Yeah.
So how happy or how angry are you that you have to play this team again?
Actually, to be honest with you, I'm excited to play this team again. Some teams you don't want to see again, like the loss we had against LA. I don't think we matched up very well against them. But Dallas, we matched up pretty well, and actually it's a give and take for both teams. Look at this game here. It's a 1-point victory, as you stated earlier. The times that we met, no one ever scored over 20 points. But then we came back this game here. Both teams played very outstanding on offense. I mean, if you can look at the yards, 401 and 431, of offensive yardage production there, man, just giving up 355 yards passing, that does kind of hurt me a little bit there. But, hey, I'll take the W anytime.
Yeah, all right, Damon. Well, looking at this Western Conference, 5-3, 5-4, 5-4, 4-4, 4-5, 4-5, 3-5. Is there anyone that scares you more than somebody else?
Only team that really scares me, I would have to say, would be Mexico City.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't beat Mexico City since season 6.
Oh, wow. And they got 3 wins in a row. They're moving up fast.
Hey, yeah, that's why I say that. They're on a win streak. They turned some things around over there. They looking like the Mexico City of old,
And you still got them on the schedule on the road, April 2nd.
Yeah, I just need Matt Wilson to bring his Paul Crew syndrome and, do some point shaving that game for us,
All right, well, I don't on that note, I'm going to kick you off my line. I don't even want to go down that road. So.
All right, buddy. Take care. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Damon. Open line, 210-473-8428. My voice is going out. That's really the first time I've been truly tested this year, although Mexico City Dallas was not that half bad of a game. Mac Wavy Jr. nearly did it again. Did it against Mexico City in a 3-point win. Against Sioux Falls, Dallas won 31-24. But Dallas was up comfortably in that one, so Mac Wavy did not have to go on a tear that game. But then against Carolina on a 27-24 victory, Dallas was able to get a 43-yard field goal with 13 seconds left. And then last week against Oklahoma City, leading the offense down the field for a 33-yard field goal. Dallas has had 3 game-winning drives orchestrated by Mac Wavy Jr. down the stretch this season. But he had an opportunity, just not enough time, as the defense just gave too much up to Deion Hawkins. Nearly 200 yards on the ground and through the air tonight for Mr. Hawkins. And the Houston Hyenas, who were 5-7 last year and just missed the playoffs, are 5-3 and match their win total from last season. 21 first downs for Dallas. Their third down conversion percentage must have been off the chart. 8 of 13. Also 1 of 1 on fourth down. Scored on all red zone trips, as did Houston. Houston very balanced, 28-28 across the board on running and passing, and 48-16 in favor of the pass for Dallas. That's 64 plays to 56 plays here tonight. Time of possession pretty even. Turnovers, points off turnovers, pretty even. And then the penalties as well, also pretty even. Field position, pretty even. It was that type of night for these squads. 210-473-8428. If we've got another call, we'll take it. If not, we'll hit the sheets and wake up bright and early tomorrow with some shining faces to get geared up for Eric Vincent's first live call between Tallahassee and Baltimore. Break down a couple of quick player stats. Cantrell, a quarterback rating of 114.1. Owner of the Alaska Storm, Mighty RX, is on the line.
I will congratulate the Houston Hyenas for this performance, and want to congratulate the Roughnecks for putting on an awesome show tonight. I'm not gonna be long because it's getting late in the night. I just want to say big ups to Big Sexy yesterday. If it wasn't for him, we'd probably lose to Vegas. Big 5 sacks, 6 tackles for losses, and that is all. Now I got to go prepare for Houston, who's bringing that defense to Alaska. It's probably going to keep me up on that the next couple of nights, trying to devise a way for my quarterback not to throw the game away. Sorry I'm talking kind of fast like a used car salesman, but Cam, good evening to you.
Good evening, Mighty.
Oh, yeah. We're in the thick of it. We're not last. So good right now. Oh, it's good in Alaska.
Oh, my
goodness.
goodness.
It's cold. It's good in Alaska.
Everybody's in the thick of it, and I just can't believe almost every game, I think every game in Alaska, it's been below freezing this season, but we just can't get any snow around here.
Hopefully this week. A little bit of flurries. A little bit of flurries just for Demond.
Yeah, we've had a snow game in Buffalo, we've had a snow game in Sioux Falls, in Baltimore, and you guys just can't buy any snow up there. I'm sure the Hyenas, who were dealing with temperatures in the 90s earlier today, would either very much appreciate the cold or not appreciate it at all. Probably the latter.
Probably the latter.
Cody Cantrell had his best quarterback efficiency rating of the season, 114.1 tonight, 19-26. Nice. You got to play Houston next week. I have to ask you real quick. What is there a difference in Houston's offense tonight than maybe you've seen in previous weeks? I thought personally they had one of, if not their best offensive games here tonight.
They relied on the pass a little more than usual. They had a little more. They used a little more spread sets, so to speak, I guess, to get Deion Hawkins into space a little more against lighter personnel. So it's something that we're going to have to look at and address and see how we could kind of mitigate the damage that was done that way. And then hopefully, besides that little bit of pass rush that Dallas exhibited, middle third where Tika Bell started looking like he's going to take over the game. Besides that, for the most part, Cody had a kind of a clean pocket to kind of assess the defense and attack the way he wanted to attack. So we'll have to, devise a game plan to, kind of put a little fire on this, but, get his little feet a little happier than usual because, we like to hit the quarterback in Alaska. It's not just a big safety thing; it's everybody's thing. And hopefully make him a little uncomfortable, and in doing so, maybe make the game a little ugly. We like ugly games in Alaska as well, and hopefully keep us in it, and in the fourth, maybe we could pull it, pull away from it, and steal a win, so to speak.
Who is the winner? What is the winner of the Western Conference's record going to be at the end of the season? The winner of the regular season Western Conference race.
8-4 is going to take. It's going to have to be the winner is going to be 8-4.
So what
in
you're
some way, shape, or form.
So what you're saying is you're going to run the table. Is what you're saying.
The only way for me to win the West would be the only way for the Alaska to win the West would be to run the table. If we stumble down the way where we're not winning the West stumbling now, we might not even make the playoffs if we stumble. So the only way for us to ensure that we even sniff the playoffs would be to run the table. But yes, the winner of the West, the way the West is competitive week in and week out, everybody gives you their best. I can't see anybody going down the stretch just running away with the West. So the winner is probably going to be 8-4. So for us to win it, we'd have to run it, and then it'd be tiebreakers. Whose mama looks the best? Okay, they're the winner of the West, kind of thing. So,
All right, well, good stuff, Marty. Thanks for the time. Congrats on the victory yesterday.
Thanks, Cam. Again, great angelic voice on the call. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Awesome.
Hey, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We got another game tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's right.
Same time, same bat place.
Fresh
don't
blood.
Be late.
Fresh blood on the air. We're gonna have to do some heckling, have to do some hazing a little bit.
That's all. We'll get on them. No worry. We know we're good for it.
All right, Mark. Thanks.
All right, Cam.
Max. Sorry, Max. 210-473-8428 if you want to call in. I'll give you about 30 seconds to do so. Otherwise, we'll wrap this thing up. Deion Hawkins, nice night, 7 yards a carry. Mike Davis, pretty quiet in the second half. What a game for Jonathan Concord. 12 catches for 152 yards. We're going to have to check on that season high. 513, you're on the call.
Andy Hamilton, interim head coach, L.A.
All right, Andy. So what do you want to talk about last night's thriller in prime time? You want to talk about the Sharks coming up just a little short against the red-hot Aztecs all of a sudden?
Well, I'd like to start by saying what a game we just had tonight. I mean, forget about last night's game. I thought that was going to be one of the better games of the week, and just how it ended up. And Jalen Miller had a good catch on the line, and then you come out and top it tonight. I can't wait to see what Eric will do tomorrow.
Oh, that catch on the line was something else, man. And then they reviewed it, and it was still good. Incredible.
Right. Well, I believe, if I remember it correctly, originally they said he was out at the goal line. And then they reviewed it and switched it back.
Oh, okay. That's what that
was.
An
amazing catch that not even the refs could see correctly.
Right.
And then Concord comes out tonight and, tries his hand at it, literally, with one of them. I'm interested to see what Eric can do tomorrow night, what kind of game he'll have between Tallahassee and Baltimore in the East.
Oh, man, it's just amazing. Hey, how about Carolina? They're playing for their season next week against St. Louis, but what a big win that was on the road.
Right. I feel great for those guys. I told them as I was heading out the door, that Shan and Heath and, they just added Mark to their staff. They really have a good quality team there and a good build. And, we weren't out of it. We weren't out of it for sure. They're still not out of it. And I would not be a bit surprised if they picked up the win this week as well.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big one out in the East. So with Los Angeles, you've got a tough task in the next 4 weeks. Really, it's about looking at a playbook and just seeing what you just don't want, and trying to build something off of that. It's a very difficult task. Certainly something that the only other time it's happened in league history, nobody won a game. Ed Ritter. Valiant effort. His team was incredibly competitive, as was Los Angeles against Mexico City yesterday. But it's a tall order. So, how are you approaching it?
Just like you said, the first part of it is always evaluating, what is already in the books, what's working for you, what's not working for you, talking to the players, because they've been watching every game. You may have caught a few here and there, but, you can't, there's no way you're watching every play for every team every week. It's just not happening. So the good part is, I can go back and look at those on the YouTube page. I can kind of consult the playbook. I can consult what we've done, and the other half of it, is stuff that I'm used to, game planning for the team that we have upcoming, and figuring out exactly what we want to do and how the team that we have here fits that mold. LA is a well-built team, I'll give them that. They've been well-built all year. They have a pretty good, resume to this point of the season. And to that extent, I don't think that we played bad on Sunday during the afternoon. A 34-24 loss by 10 to a team that, had 2 wins in a row, and I said it in the chat and I'll say it again, Mexico City they're the real deal. They're going to be a threat pushing for the playoffs here in these last couple of weeks. So I definitely think that we could have played better. But on a short week, with having to learn a playbook that I had no part in putting together, I would say we played a pretty good game, and I expect us to just improve as the weeks go on and really push our way and cement our spot in the playoffs if we can make it happen. And I want to point out that earlier in the year, LA got the tiebreaker win over Houston, and with the way that they played tonight, I tell you what, Cam, I'm glad that we have that as opposed to not having it moving forward.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, good luck to you. In the last 3 games with the Sharks, and it's definitely anybody's ball game in the Western Conference. And it's going to be another wacky Week 11 once we see what Baltimore and Tallahassee can do for us in prime time. We have just had classic after classic here recently. Now it's their turn to shine.
Right, another good one. Two great teams. Eric on the call. We got them all set up today, so he's ready to go, and I can't wait to see what he does in live primetime, man.
Beautiful, me too. Well, Andy, take care. Thanks so much, and best of luck to you in the rest of the season in L.A.
Thanks, Cam. Have a good night.
See ya. That'll do it for the SFL post-game show here tonight. Final score, Dallas Roughnecks 26, Houston Hyenas 27. Houston improves to 5-3, drops Dallas to 5-4 despite heroic efforts from Jonathan Concord. Concord, by the way, his best game since last season, where he had 201 yards and 7 grabs, 2 scores against Baltimore. $152, a season high. Matthew Boozer, 10 total tackles, along with a sack and 2 passes defended. Richie Williams led Dallas with 9 tackles. From all of us at our crew at the Hyena Den in Houston, Texas, and back at our SFL Studios headquarters in Denton, Texas, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine, saying good night, and we'll see you back here same time, same place tomorrow with Eric Vincent.